50 Cent exposes Jim Jones crashing out after getting evicted. Late one night, 50 Cent went full nuclear on Jim Jones during the Let's Rap About It podcast, and it was brutal. This wasn't just a casual jab or a sly comment. It felt deliberate, personal. Some fans even argue that 50 might be one of the most ruthless figures not just in hip-hop, but in all of entertainment. So the real question is, did Fifth cross the line? And is this one of the toughest L's Jimmy has ever had to swallow? Here's where it gets wild. Many say 50 was out of pocket, while others claim this was straight up payback. Just days earlier on, Let's Rap About It, Jim Jones and his crew made remarks about G-Unit that a lot of people saw as outright disrespectful. No sugarcoating, it came off intense. So 50 didn't just respond, he escalated the situation. He went online and posted surveillance footage showing Jim Jones getting evicted from the podcast studio, almost like it was reality TV. And just like that, things went sideways. The setup, same building Fabulously once joked about buying if Jimmy didn't get his rent together. Well, apparently, that rent still hadn't been handled. The footage is time-stamped February 19th, 2026, a Thursday. Even though it rolled out late Friday, into the early morning, 50 somehow had the video almost immediately. That alone says a lot. Landlord clearly provided it, especially considering 50 had been quietly in touch with him beforehand. Remember those voice notes Fifth shared months back? Same energy, just amplified. This time, it's different. We're not dealing with rumors anymore. We're seeing footage of Jim Jones allegedly trying to kick doors in. There's audio too. You can hear people mention that he shut the lights off. That detail alone set the internet on fire. What's crazier is that most assumed Jimmy would have handled this quietly by now. Instead, it hit the timeline raw. No edits, no spin, just unfiltered surveillance, making the whole scene look chaotic. Then, the landlord locks the doors. And that's when everything really spirals. This isn't just bad, it's really bad.
What's up? What happened? Yeah, I'm good. No, mine. My problem. Alright? We're gonna talk about it.
The lights went out. You hear it clear in the clip, "Cut them lights off." That moment alone had people frozen. Then came the banging, and you hear Jim Jones say, "No, this is my property. You got a problem? Talk to me about it." That line instantly amped up the tension. But the landlord wasn't debating ownership. He was focused on rent. Reports say the studio rent wasn't paid, and that's the core of the issue. Which brings up the big question. Why would 50 Cent even post this? Some ask, why isn't he in the booth? Why drop footage instead of bars? Let's be real. Shots have been traded for years. Fifth isn't stepping into a rap battle over this, everybody knows that. His approach is different. He plays chess, not checkers. In these situations, every move is calculated, and 50 has been playing like this for a long time. It might not look pretty, but it's precise. A lot of people also bring up the Lil' Kim situation, claiming 50 is targeting her. But if you know the backstory, you know her ex had real tension with him. That friction didn't just appear overnight. Go back to the Magic Stick era, she didn't show up for the video, and that wasn't random. Behind the scenes, there were issues involving someone known as World, a figure 50 reportedly had major conflicts with, that left scars that never fully healed. So when people say 50 is bullying, they're skipping the context. History matters in this game. He doesn't move without reason, even if the reason isn't public. The same applies to the Jim Jones situation. This didn't just appear out of nowhere, and 50 didn't stop at posting the footage. He also shared the eviction notice, basically saying, "Think this is fake? Here's the paperwork. Receipt, no guessing." The document lists IFC Management LLC and Joseph Jones, along with the East 133rd Street address. It shows a notice of default dated January 5th, 2026, expiring January 22nd. Then there's a 5-day termination notice dated February 10th, expiring February 17th, just 2 days before the February 19th lockout shown in the footage. The timeline checks out. It states that tenancy was officially terminated under the landlord's rights, including paragraph 17, the landlord re-entered and peaceably recovered possession, warning that any attempt to enter, change locks, or bring in a third party without permission could be treated as trespassing. leading to legal action. This isn't gossip. It's official. The notice even instructs the tenant to coordinate property retrieval through Aurora Enterprises LLC. There was time to fix things. The 15-day notice started January 5th, but according to the paperwork, the rent still wasn't handled now. Let's Rap About It purportedly no longer has access to the studio. That's a rough look. The timing makes it even wilder. This all unfolds just days after the podcast made sly comments about G-Unit. They didn't call names directly, but the references were clear. The plain situation with Tony Yayo, Uncle Morda, and Ja Rule. Then 50 drops the footage. Petty. Maybe, strategic. Absolutely. So what did the podcast actually say? Mayo joked about a pillow fight on the plane, which sparked online chatter suggesting a near fight between Ja Rule and Tony Yayo, but nothing actually went down. If anyone wanted smoke, they could have handled it once they landed. JFK isn't the middle of nowhere. Queens is right there. South Jamaica even closer. Territory tied to 50 and his crew. When Jimmy and others ask, why didn't it go down off the plane? It reads like subtle shade questioning why Yayo and the crew didn't act once on the ground, when from 50's perspective, that's disrespectful disguised as jokes. And when he saw that clip, the reaction was basically, oh really? Here's the kicker. But let's rap about it. Episode dropped a day before the eviction footage went public. Then late that night, boom, 50 posts a lockout video. The timing isn't random, it's intentional. He didn't stumble onto the clip by accident. Fifth is always watching, and when he feels disrespected, he moves petty on purpose, calculated, strategic, and loud.
Family or your friends using your name for clout.
That shit happens anyway, man. People gonna go for clout over money nowadays, so you gotta expect it. There's some people that's close to you, some people you call friends, they be using your name for clout when you're not around. Like, you know how this game go, man. Clout is what everybody chase. Don't think so?
I do.
It's like a combination, right? How about the person that you would call, right, as an emergency is using your name for clout?
That's heavy.
That's crazy.
Who do you call if you're on a plane
Depends on
and you run into niggas and it turns into a pillow fight? Who do you call in?
That's a good question.
Who do you call if you run into some of your opposition?
Your ops?
On a plane. How do you handle it?
Can't call nobody on the plane.
Until something happens.
No, but the plane didn't take off. But like, how do you handle it?
Oh, it's not in the air?
It's not in the air.
The charges could be a little less if it's not in the air.
Charges could be a little less
if it's not in the air.
Oh, so you taking the charge?
I'm just weighing different situations and things like that. You know what I mean?
Like
Nah, that's a federal charge.
That's a federal charge.
On that plane?
Sure.
If it's in the air or if you on the ground?
I don't know.
No. Not necessarily.
He didn't have a fight at the
But you wasn't on the plane?
He wasn't on the plane, it was airport though,
It's
right?
an airport.
It's the same thing?
Yeah.
Is it the same thing?
It may not be. They might have
Airport,
a.
might be something different,
I think
right?
Might be
airport's
something different.
Once you get on
I
that
don't know.
plane.
I really don't know. I looked it up. It says that fighting on a plane is a federal charge, but is that fighting on a plane when it's in the air?
But let's check it out.
I've been banned from that
Google
same
that.
airline for not.
It's
Yeah.
fighting on the plane and fighting in the airport. Two different things.
Right. Or doesn't mean, or is it different when you?
I think you
when the
can get it
plane is
on in the
air?
airport and you good.
I mean, I've been kicked off of flights, but I wasn't fighting.
So, yo,
On the plane,
37,000 to crash out.
you just can't get through it. You just got to do something. At least wait.
So you get off the plane,
Deboard the plane.
and then it could be a state thing.
Right. Then you can get with it.
This move looked like a direct response to that segment from the previous episode. The same studio where Jim Jones and his crew were throwing slick shots. It's now reportedly under the landlord's control. Eviction notice served, doors locked, paperwork circulating online. Even the company tied to the space got dragged into it. And 50 didn't just post the footage. He turned it into a poll for the internet to weigh in. People seriously underestimate how calculated he is in these situations. Yes, that segment clearly poked at Tony. Yayo and Uncle Morda were the obvious targets, and the tension between the Let's Rap About a crew and G-Unit was palpable. It had a rap battle vibe if you read between the lines. But Fifth isn't stepping into a booth for this. Instead, Fifth turned it into public humiliation. From no heat. to no lights, to no access to the studio at all. Each layer made the situation even messier. Now the space is reportedly locked down. Relocating a full podcast setup overnight isn't simple, that's pressure. It puts the whole operation in a tough spot, and 50 didn't stop at receipts. He added a caption that drove it further. On Instagram, he wrote, "Damn bro, this wouldn't have happened if we was friends. Wanna be friends?" And tagged "Let's rap about it" with laughing emojis. It's calculated petty when 50 moves like this. It's intentional. Some call it corny. Others call it savage. Either way, it dominates the timeline almost instantly. He's always played the long game, and his responses are rarely subtle. Critics are asking, how you're almost 50 and dealing with rent issues? That narrative is circulating fast. Jim Jones is a respected name in hip-hop, so when eviction paperwork and surveillance clips it online, it's shocking to many. Meanwhile, 50 isn't focused on lyrical sparring. He's growing ventures in Shreveport, expanding the GeoNet brand, and producing major TV projects like Power. He's playing a different game. That's why this feels less like a music beef and more like a business chess match.
Fight on the thing.
That's the thing. That's the key.
Now,
Maybe not a physical, but
You can at least have a pillow fight.
pillow fight seems like it's
is
legal.
pillow or the assault?
Pillow fight not legal either?
Is that an assault charge if you get hit with a pillow?
I don't think that's a real
I don't know.
assault.
Shit, if you hit a nigga with water right now,
If you throw a pillow at a random like old white lady in first class, that might be assault.
Nah, you hit anybody white, you get assault.
While 50 is making major business moves, Jim Jones doesn't look like he's building much publicly right now. Wasn't that studio supposed to be a creative hub? A space with a bigger vision behind it? At first it looked promising. Now it seems shut down. That's a tough headline to shake. Meanwhile, 50 stays loud, strategic, and deliberate with every move. So here's the real question. Did Fifth go too far with Jim and the Let's Rap About It crew, or was this energy earned after the remarks made in that last episode? Now I need the DripZ family tuned in. Make sure you subscribe to DripZin right now. Hit that like button, smash the hype button, and share this video so we can keep building. Drop your thoughts below. Do you think they asked for this reaction, or did 50 cross the line? This situation keeps escalating, and I want to hear where you stand. Appreciate you rocking with the channel.
Yeah. Appreciate it. No, listen, no worries. I know this is not your bill. You know what I mean? So that's what I said, start off fresh.
But now I know what.
Yeah.
What was controlling what? I mean,
We was here before. We spoken before.
Sorry, excuse me. Do we need an electrician or do we just call on it and they come out and return everything on?
You just got
I was just told I don't need an electrician. I'm talking to you guys right now.
You let know come back and still.
We need to put in a new meter or we just need to put a new meter now?
New meter.
A new meter needs to be in.
You're a new customer. New customer.
We're a new customer.
And whenever you're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Super Bowl 60? Are you ready for the excitement, the adrenaline? Branson Cognac. What happened with the lights, man?
I could rent it. And I said, okay, fine. Right? He's been saying this for since October. And so he keeps trying to build it, but he won't sign the lease. He's like, I don't like these terms. I want like 6 months of build out and ridiculous bullshit. We also have a partnership agreement where half of what he's building now, his media, belongs to us. But he won't tell us how much he's making and doing all these things. So half of the content he's creating, if you want to buy that too, I'll sell you half the company. He's not a business. He's like insane. To me, it's worth very little to nothing. But if it was out for you, I just throw that in as a sweetener. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is he signed a lease with me. Right now he owes, and I'm going to say in a short way, at least $80,000, if not $180,000. The monthly rent on the old lease.
I'll never have to film on, but what I'm trying to say is, I've been happy to be able to invest in myself and something that I know is going to help a lot of other people. I'm not building this facility for myself. Yes, it is a business home. That's why I invested in myself. But I'm building a facility for all creatives and young ones that's trying to come up to be a creative or have a creative ability that they want to know how to double down on. It's like an excellent school for all the fly people, if you say so yourself. So, I appreciate the promo. I love free promo. I ain't gonna miss a beat. You did? It's cold in here.